Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, and this is a breakdown for the teaser trailer for the upcoming third season of Invincible on Amazon Prime, with no mid-season break.
Much better. Still can't believe I have to exercise.
Something I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, really just didn't like in the first place. This trailer came in the same funny Burger Mart teaser trailer-esque way as Season 2's official teaser trailer with Alan the Alien. As the teaser trailer shows us, this is no official trailer, but William is working on it. Like when Omni-Man was like, "Where's Mark, William?"
Where's Mark, William?
Yeah, you know that scene. Now it's like a meme now. Everybody loves it. Until then, though, we will go through this trailer scene by scene, breaking down some of the small details you might have missed and talk about everything we know. Plot, dates, and everything you need to know about Season 3's Invincible. But first, we want to make sure you check out nerdride.shop where you can find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. It's Halloween season. It's a Halloween time. So why not get some witchy merch for Agatha all along, or get some other merch for every other fandom that we have, because we have so much there at nerdride.shop, and supporting us through nerdride.shop is the best way to do it. So go ahead, take a look.
It's in a book, a reading rainbow.
All right, let's get into it. As just a little backstory to Invincible and its production, after the first season ended in April 2021, we had to wait over 2 years for the return of Season 2. Luckily, between Season 1 and 2, we had a fun Great Adam Eve special in July 2023. Season 2 released 4 episodes in November 2023 and 4 more in March of 2024. And honestly, it kind of just sucked waiting so long. Well, 4 months, which isn't that long, but it felt really long, and it put a damper on a lot of the fans' excitement. However, now I think they've heard our consistent nagging and pleading for an entire uninterrupted season, and we're getting that with Season 3. It will premiere on Thursday, February 6, 2025. The first 3 episodes will launch February 6th, with later episodes dropping every Thursday through March 13th. This announcement is between Mark, played by Stephen Yeun, and Cecil, the director of the Global Defense Agency, played by Walton Goggins. Both these actors are very, very busy these days, and we love them very, very much. They're talking loosely about the events that close Season 2, but more about how Mark must prepare to defend Earth. Season 2 was dropped in 2 different chunks. The first 4 episodes, like I said, November 2023, and the remaining 4 episodes started in March 2024. But that was all so long ago, so how about we just do a little refresher on the bigger plot points of Season 2 and all. Mark continued to rebound and heal from the revelation of the truth of who his father actually was, a Viltrumite warrior sent to Earth in order to prepare for its conquest by the Viltrumites. After Omni-Man gave Mark a serious beatdown, he took off for a journey of self-reflection in space and wound up on the planet Thraxa. He married the Thraxan Empress, Andressa, and fathered a child with her. Nolan then coerced Mark to come to the planet just before the gang of Viltrumites showed up to capture Nolan, and also threatened Mark that he better do his Viltrumite duty and get Earth ready for some conquering. I fantasize about having my own personal chef, somebody who can do all the hard work of menu planning and meal prep. Someday I'll get there, but in the meantime, I have Cook Unity. Cook Unity is basically a pipeline from your home to dozens of talented chefs that cook delicious, inventive meals, fresh every day in regional micro kitchens, not warehouse production facilities. Their roster of all-star chefs include Food Network alums, James Beard Award winners, and acclaimed restaurateurs. Cook Unity is the first chef-to-consumer platform that delivers freshly prepared, pre-selected meals right to your door weekly. The subscription is super flexible. You can pause, skip weeks, or cancel at any time. It's super easy to do. You can pick from over 350 meals each week based on your dietary needs or what kind of cuisine you like. Monday night, you could have Ruben Garcia's crispy tilapia. Tuesday's dinner could be Esther Choi's teriyaki roasted salmon. Oh. And Wednesday, you could have Stacey Barang's grilled Asian hanger steak. Go to cookunity.com/nrockstars50 or click the link in the description and you can use the code NRockstars50 to get 50% off your first order of Cook Unity meals to try them out yourself. Mark winds up bringing his new half-brother Oliver back to Earth, where he and his mom Debbie can help raise and keep the kids safe. And thanks to his half-Viltrumite, half-Thraxan nature, he will grow up really fast, and he's going to need to because Mark is going to need his help. Along with the ever-present threat of the Viltrumites, Mark is introduced to Angstrom Levy, a man who can travel across dimensions. He blames Mark for an accident that merged thousands of Angstrom Levy minds and memories from across multiple dimensions into one. Angstrom sees Mark as a serious threat, given that in every dimension he usually joins his father in the Viltrumite conquest of Earth, but our Mark is different. In the Season 2 finale, Mark and Angstrom battle across dimensions, with Mark eventually being pushed to the point where his anger gets the better of him and he kills Angstrom. Or does he? Mark wants to be nothing like his father, and being pushed to his breaking point really scares him. After being rescued from an alternate dimension by a version of the Guardians of the Globe from the future, Mark decides to drop out of college and focus on preparing for the coming war with the Viltrumites. In space, our good friend Alan the Alien continues his search for allies in the battle against the Viltrumites. After barely surviving a brutal beatdown by 3 Viltrumite warriors, he comes back stronger than ever. And with the knowledge that Mark and his dad Nolan have stood up against the Viltrumites already, he figures there must be more beings out there ready to fight. But first, he wants to recruit Nolan, so Alan intentionally gets captured and is brought to the same prison ship where Nolan is being held. And thanks to his telepathic communication device, he's able to make contact with Omni-Man, who just before the season ends admits that he feels shame and regret for his actions on Earth and utters the iconic phrase, "I think I miss my wife." As for the trailer though, it begins with Mark looking at his phone, which he did in the last teaser trailer, doom scrolling, and Josephine is polling who's the hottest in Invincible, Omni-Man, Alan, the Mauler twins, gross, and Mark, who is sitting at a horrible 3%. Omni-Man is easily the hottest character on the show, so this is sound, but the Mauler twins?
Holy shit.
That's just gross. That's insane. I like that whatever the Twitter clone is in the Invincible universe, it has also gone through a rebranding and is now calling itself Z. Mark also wears his ordinary Invincible outfit, but Amazon shared a new promotional image with his new blue suit. And we won't spoil anything here, but if you're a fan of the Invincible comics, you know that things get pretty serious when Mark wears that blue and black suit. All last season, the Invincible title changed every episode to reveal more and more of that black and blue color scheme. Kirkman even indicated that Mark donning his suit in season 3 means a big shift for the character, telling Variety last summer, going into the 3rd season, it seemed like a good time to bring a new Mark to the forefront after everything he's been through in season 2. He's in a different headspace, and that gets reflected in his costume. Anyone who has read the comic book series knows the blue suit era of Invincible is the darkest and the most intense, and there's a lot of really big things that are around that blue suit. On the left side of the screen, we also see someone who sort of resembles Rex, like a young Rex, and on the right, another duo. The importance of this scene is that in season 2's teaser, we got Adam Eve and Dr. Brandyworth on the left, and a pair of Angstrom Levies on the right. This time, it's young Rex with Radcliffe on the left and Powerplex on the right. As we remember, Rex was the result of a government experiment and was taken away at a very young age. In the comics, Radcliffe was the one who basically paid his parents to take him and use him to carry out his dealings. As for Powerplex that's on the right, he was hinted at in the poster for Mark's new suit. The shadow and lightning were the hint and the pure giveaway that this is probably Powerplex, so seeing him here in the Angstrom Levy spot from the last teaser isn't surprising to know that he'll appear in this season. But seeing young Rex and Radcliffe kind of makes it seem like we'll get a Rex special, and it aligns with the season 2 teaser trailer reveal and how we eventually got an Adam Eve special. Then Cecil and Mark have this little exchange and I just really liked it.
Also, how much does it cost every time you teleport? Isn't that taxpayer money?
Do you know the gross economic output of Liechtenstein?
Not even a little.
More than that.
The gross economic output GDP of Liechtenstein is $7.71 billion as of 2021 and climbing, so teleporting costs literally too much money. All in all, Cecil is grilling him on not winning against the Viltrumites from last season and how he needs to get his crap together. It's a much more damning conversation than the previous Burger Mart teaser trailer because Cecil is more damning than Alan the Alien. Then Cecil says this.
It's been months, Mark. Months since 2,000 retirees got their vacation cruise ruined and you got your ass kicked by some second cousin of your dad's who dropped in to prove a point.
Hey, this is a reference to Mark's battle with Anissa in the second part of season 2. Anissa is a Viltrumite that came to Earth to give Mark one last warning about doing his Viltrumite duty, and she showed Mark how much stronger than him she truly is. Again, we're not spoiling anything from the comics. I might in a little bit, and I'm so sorry. But Anissa is a controversial character based on what she does to Mark in the comics, so it will be interesting to see how the show handles that. Cecil says Anissa promised Mr. 10 times worse is on his way. So for comic book readers, which may be a spoiler, but not really, I promise it'll be fine, this may refer to Conquest, a major antagonist of the comic book series and a very old Viltrumite who could be argued to be the strongest or most powerful behind Thrag. He fought for the Viltrum Empire for thousands of years and single-handedly conquered planets. I also love how the Invincible account on Twitter knows this is a bad thing. Mark says he's been busy writing and designing, storyboarding, voice acting, and key posing, all different steps in animation. In the last teaser trailer, they did the same dance and song and featured a snippet of the season 2 script where Mark and the Immortal fight. This script discloses a battle in the desert. It's a desert similar to Joshua Tree where the giant, who we last saw last season, and Mark are fighting, and from the beginning of the script, it sounds like Mark is losing. When Mark mentions design, we see his new blue suited design with the same animation of Adam and Mark from the last teaser trailer. Based on the episode number, this appearance looks like it'll appear in episode 3 from the 303 above, so I look forward to it, and I hope we all do. The storyboarding, voice acting, and key posing are all the same art from the season 2 official teaser. And all this guff about how long it's been taking Mark and why it's been taking him so long, Cecil cuts him off saying this.
Hey, no, stop. I'm not falling for that shit. Who do you think I am? Some pickle-hating, one-eyed rube from planet Just Let the Viltrumites Win?
He's referring to the season 2 teaser trailer with Alan the Alien, who didn't like pickles.
Next time also, constructive criticism, do not put these green things in here. These are gross.
Cecil then says this.
And don't even get me started on your little 4-month vacation right in the middle of things. We all sure love that.
This is poking fun at how long it took between part 1 and part 2 of season 2 to drop. The mid-season break we all really just hated. And I love how this show doesn't take itself so seriously and breaks the fourth wall like this. Clearly, they heard our angry tweets. And there's something about a company that just listens to their audience. We get it, they get it. So Cecil then tells Mark he's taking over their training. Mark's been spent a lot of season 2 rejecting Cecil and his help. He didn't want to be part of the Guardians of the Globe, and he didn't want Cecil to have anything to do with his half-brother Oliver. And during his battle with Anessa, Mark rejected Cecil's advice to just lie to Anessa and say that he will do what she says. But Mark also had a tough time on his own, especially when fighting with Angstrom Levy. So I think here Cecil is saying, if you really want to have a chance at stopping the coming Viltrumite invasion, then you need my help, kid. Cecil pokes fun at how long it'll take and how they're a top secret organization and we learn from our mistakes. And Mark says, but I need to know when to show up. And we cut to white, and here instead of the usual cut to black, but really this is the White Room, the infamous place where the Golden Globe Defense Agency hides their biggest secrets behind a frequency of light that the normal public just can't see. The teaser then gives us the release date and reminds us that they know that we're all still expecting the official trailer with the quote, "Where's the official trailer, William?" This is a reference to season 1's episode 7 when Omni-Man was looking for Mark and tracked down his buddy William to try and find him.
Where's Mark, William?
There's so many questions I still have for season 3. We haven't even gotten into the rest of the Guardians of the Globes. Will Rudy and his monster girl ever try to figure things out? Can Rexplode get past his trauma with the Lizard League? Will Battle Beast return? Can they find the Space Racer and the Infinity Ray, aka the man with the invincible gun? How big is Oliver going to get? Can Debbie lay off the wine? I don't want her to. No, she should. She should. Also, did they fix the house? And in one of the biggest departures from the comics in the series, we learned that Duplicate is still alive. And now that she is back with the Immortal, hopefully it will cure his depression. And don't forget that the future Adam Eve told Mark that she always had feelings for him. So we'll have to see exactly what Mark does with that knowledge, especially now that he and Amber are done. We also know that Invincible was confirmed for a 4th season, so we know that season 3 will not be the end of Mark's story. Those are the biggest questions. This is the breakdown of our video, and that is it for my teaser trailer breakdown. I am so excited for season 3, and I'm so glad that it's not gonna have a mid-season break, because why the hell did they do that in the first place? Comment down below your thoughts on the little teaser trailer for Invincible 3. Let me know how excited you are. Let me know if you hate it. I know you don't, because you wouldn't be watching this if you did hate it. Follow me at Lulu_Clemons. Subscribe to all 3 channels of the new Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.